Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see about pattern programs. So this is a part 3 video of pattern programs. You already seen 2 videos which is available in the playlist. You can go through that. Now in this pattern on the screen itself shows you that it is some specific type. The numbers are not in sequential order. Some numbers are repeated. Okay, and some numbers goes on from the first number to the last number. Okay, so it is some special type of triangle patterns. So we are going to see one by one. The first pattern you are going to see, you can see the first row, that is 1. Then you have 1 3, 1 3 5, 1 3 5 7 and 1 3 5 7 9. So it look like it consists of odd numbers. Okay, that means in between the even numbers are missing. Right. So you are going to print only the odd numbers. So how to solve this type of patterns? So the rules are same. Okay, you have to find out the outer loop and inner loop values. So you can see top to bottom is the outer loop values, that is I values. You can see that the first column, it is constant values. You cannot make out anything from that. You can take the right hand side corner, that is you can see 1 3 5 7 and 9. So that will be the I values. I equal to 1 for the first row, second row it is 3, third row it is 5, fourth row it is 7 and fifth row it is 9. Now take the column, right? You can see that first row it does not have more than one number. So you take the last row that has the numbers. Again it is 1 3 5 7 9. So that are the J values. Both I and J are increasing, right? So you can take the outer loop for I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 9, I plus equal to 2. You are going to increase every time by 2. Okay, so you're not going to print 1 2 3 4 not in sequential order, but you're going to print only the odd numbers. So you have to put I plus equal to 2. This is a short form of I equal to I plus 2. Right. The inner loop again for j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I. Okay, j plus equal to 2. You can notice here the first row it prints only 1, which is I value. Second row it prints 1 and 3. Okay, j value is printed as 1 and 3, but that is nothing but the I value. Where you're going to stop is whenever it reaches the I value, that is 3, it stops. Third row you can see 1, 3 and 5. It stops at 5 because I value is 5. So here you're going to check that condition. J less than or equal to I, you are going to execute and print the J value. When it reaches I value, you are going to print and stop. Okay, here also you can see it is increased by 2. Now you are going to see the program in BlueJ. So here you can see the loop for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 9, I plus equal to 2, and the inner loop it is int j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, j plus equal to 2. Okay, so you are printing the j value here. So automatically it will print the inner loop. Okay, first time it will be 1 time, second time it is 2 times. It goes on like that because you are going to check the condition. If the j value is less than or equal to I, you are going to execute it. Otherwise, you are going to stop the inner loop and move on to the outer loop. So after you print the first row, it will break a line and it goes on and to print the remaining rows. So we will compile this program and check. No syntax errors. So execute the program. You can see that this is the pattern we got. So 1 1 3 1 3 5 1 3 5 7 and 1 3 5 7 9. We'll move on to the second pattern. Here you can see the first row it is 1, second row it is 1 0, third row it is 1 0 1, 1 0 1 0, 1 0 1 0 1. So here you cannot guess what will be the I and j value, but only thing we can notice here, it is an increasing pattern. So it is a triangle pattern, it is increasing pattern. So you remember the first pattern we learned, okay, where you will be checking the I value. Okay, will be executed 5 times. So you can see that you got 5 rows and 5 columns. So obviously it is 5 outer loop will be 5. So you can write the outer loop if I that is int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. So that is obvious. Now j value you can see that in the pattern 1 1 2 1 2 3 you would have noticed that you will be checking the condition if j is less than or equal to I. Okay, you will be stopping the loop, right? That is after the condition is false, it stops the loop. So same thing you are going to use. So j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, j plus plus. So this one, it's familiar to you. Now, you are not printing the I value or j value. It is something else, right? So you can see that it is 1, okay, in the first column, 0 in the second column, 1 in the, that means it keeps on changing, right? So every alternate columns, the numbers are changed, okay. One thing you can notice here is if the j value is 1, 3 and 5, the column value is 1. If the j value is 2 and 4, the column value is 0. So you can identify one thing. If the j value is even, you are going to print 0. If the j value is odd, you are going to print 1. So that is the clue you are going to get from this pattern. So you are going to check the condition inside the inner loop. If j percentage 2 equal to 0. This is to check whether the j value is even or odd. Alright. If it is divisible, it will return 0. Okay, that is true. Okay, you are going to print 0. Right. If it is false, that means it is an odd number. J value is an odd number, so it prints 1. So this is the concept. So you are going to check the program in BlueJ. So here you can see the program. The outer loop is, as we discussed before, for int j I equal to 1, I lesser than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Okay, it is increasing order. And also for j equal to 1, int j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, j plus plus. So this is the normal inner loop, okay, which prints the pattern in increasing order, right? Now the condition is if j percentage 2, okay, if j modulus 2 equal to 0, that means you are going to find the remainder. If j value is divisible, then it returns true. So when it returns true, what you have to do is you have to print 0, okay, system will print 0. Else, okay, if suppose the j value is odd, okay, this condition will be false. So it goes on to the else part. So else part, what you are doing is you are printing 1, okay. So that is the only difference you are going to do. And then after the inner loop is executed, first row is executed, it will print a println statement is executed, so that it breaks the line. It move on to the next line, right? So we are going to compile this program. So no syntax errors. We are going to execute it. Right now you can see the pattern has been displayed. If you can see the first column is 1, second column is 0, third column is 1, fourth column. So it goes on like that, right? Then we will move on to the third pattern. So here in third pattern, you can notice the number pattern. You have the number in sequential order without break. That is, you can see 1 in the first row. Then it goes on to start with 2 and then 3, then 4, 5, 6 in third row, 7, 8, 9, 10 in fourth row, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in the fifth row. Now you can notice that again, there is no relation between I, J values here, right? So you can see that I value is different, J value is different, but the number you are going to print is totally different from I and J value, right? So what you can get an idea here is, you know what does the increase pattern look like, and how the outer loop will be and how the inner loop will be. You are going to follow the same, right? So outer loop is for I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus, because you got 5 rows, so I value will be 1 to 5. J value also will be increasing order, so J will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same way the inner loop will be j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, j plus plus. So there is no changes in that. Only difference is here the numbers what you are going to print is totally different, and it is not stopping anywhere. It starts from 1 and it goes on printing in sequential order. Okay, each and every row, how many times you are executing, it goes on printing the numbers in sequential order, or you can say increasing order. So what you can do is you can create another variable. So for instance, you can say k. Okay, you can initially it as 1. Okay, now it has been corrected to 1. So k equal to 1, and then you are going to print k. Right, you can see here inside the inner loop, print k. That means the k value which is 1 will be print. After which you are going to increase the value of k. That means you are going to keep track of separate numbering, right? You are going to initialize a variable with 1 and you keep on increasing the value once you print the value on the screen. So once a value k is print on the screen, it increases value, and next time when you print it, it will print increased value. So that's the reason you are getting 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. It goes on like that. Whether it is executed one time or two time or three time, it doesn't matter. It keeps on increasing as the loop goes on, right? So you're going to see this in the BlueJ. Now you can see int k equal to 1. The loop is for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus, and then inner loop is for j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, j plus plus. So it is a normal pattern type of loop, right? So it is an increasing pattern. So here since the k value is 1, you are going to directly print system out print k. Okay, I just used t. We'll just check with space, see how it looks. Okay, I'll tell you why I use slash t. Okay, and then after printing, you're going to increase the value of k. So as you execute the inner loop, the k value will also increase in that is, it will go on increasing order. So it prints the number. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you got system out println to break the line. So you're going to compile this program. So no syntax errors. I'm going to execute it. Right, now you can see the values 1 first row, and then 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9 and 10, 10 that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, the reason for using slash t is you can see the last line, it goes on out of the pattern way. That is because you can see that the last line, it is not looking like a pattern, right? It should be in an increasing way. It should look like a tree structure, but the way it looks, it is little odd. So the reason for using slash t is that, okay, so when you use slash t, and now you can see the difference, it moves on towards its right little bit, so that it look like a pattern. Now you can see the first column, second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column, it is in all in order. Okay, that's the reason we use slash t, okay, on the screen. Hope you understood the pattern programs. Okay, we'll meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you.